Hi my dear friends, today I am going to explain you how to dashboard without using VBA. In the same video you will get an idea about what is conditional formatting, what is offset function, what is index and what is VLOOKUP, etc, etc. Okay, let me start and I will give you an overview what we are going to do. Okay, here we can see that we have country, region, product, sales and volume. This is my data. From this data we are going to create a dashboard like this. Here we can see that I have a region drop down in this combo box. In this combo box I have populated all the regions in the data set. When I am selecting a region, particular region, the corresponding country in that region will populate. Only that country will populate. If I am selecting Asia, in my data set whatever be the country related to Asia will come. And you can see that while selecting the countries, the data will be populated in the table here. And you can see that the border also dynamically populating. Suppose for example I am selecting Europe, then you can see that only 2 rows having data and here only 2 rows having borders only. How this is possible? Okay, let me start. From this data I am going to create a dashboard. So I am copying all the data from this sheet. Control C, starting a new workbook. Just to paste it here. Okay, now I need to create a combo box showing this region. So for that, go to add one more sheet. Go to this developer tab. If you are not getting this developer, you need to do is go to this file, options, go to this customize ribbon, click on this developer or check this developer option. Okay, now it will appear in your ribbon. Then go to this insert, select the drop down, paste here and type here as region. I need to populate this drop down with now it is an empty list box, empty combo box. I need to populate all the unique regions which I have. For that I am just copy paste all the regions, come here and paste it here. Go to data, remove duplicate. Now I got all the unique list of regions. Just select this, go to data. I am just sorting this. I have headers. Okay, my data is sorted, my region is sorted. Now I need to select this drop down or just right click on this drop down or combo box, go to this format control option. In this input range, just to select the range, means I have region list from L2 to L5. And here one more option we have, that is cell link. I am selecting this cell link as M1. Okay, now you can see that all the regions, unique list of regions is appearing here. That Asia, Australia, Europe, US is appearing in my combo box. If I am selecting one region from this list, suppose I am selecting Europe, then you can see that in this cell link which I gave us M1, there you can see one number, that is 3. That is the third position or the third region which I have selected from this list. If I am selecting Asia, that means that I have selected first item from my list. If I am selecting US, then it is 4, means the fourth item I have selected. So from this item number, how I will retrieve my region? for retrieve my region, I need to just give an index formula equal to index. In index we can use either one dimension array or two dimension array, no issue, but here my list is one dimension, so I am selecting this my region list, comma, and my index number is this cell link, means M1. I am selecting this M1, close my bracket, enter. Now you can see that my whatever be the region I am selecting my in my region combo box, that is appearing here. Okay, now what should I want to do? I need to create a country combo box. For that, what I should do? Again, go to this developer tab, insert, add one, drop down from here, or combo box from both are same, from here, country. Okay, if I am selecting Asia, what should I want to do? I need to populate only the countries corresponding to Asia region. Okay, first I am copy paste this country region data from here, Control C, and here I am pasting, again delete, remove duplicate. Okay, I need to move this, cut this region from here to here. Then I want to sort the data based on the region. I am sorting this data. I have headers. First based on region, second level no data, but if you are doing it, no issue. Then based on country I am sorting. So you can see that first Asia, all the Asia countries here, Australia country here, only one country, Europe, and all the Europe country here, US country. Okay, if I am selecting Europe, what should I want to do? I need to select this much country from the list. How it is possible? If I am, suppose if I am right click here, format control, I am selecting this country, then this is not good, because if I am selecting Europe, I have all the countries. If I am selecting Asia, then also I have all the countries. This is not good. I need, if I am selecting Asia, then only Asia country will come. If I am selecting Europe, then only Europe will come. That means whatever be the region I am going to select, I need only that country related to that particular region. So for that, I need to create a dynamic range using offset region. How it is possible? It is possible through offset function. So before that, I will explain you how we can use an offset function. We are generally applying using this offset function for creating dynamic ranges. Dynamic range is nothing but we are dynamically creating a name range. That is dynamic range. For that, for creating a dynamic range, I need to go to this formula, then go to the name manager, then I need to enter here. Okay, first I will explain you how to create a dynamic range. So if I am creating a dynamic for this region, then I am just giving a name as region, just giving a name, and this scope is workbook. That means that this particular dynamic range or name range is applicable to the whole workbook. And here I will apply the offset function. Offset, then syntax of offset function is offset reference range or reference cell, comma, how many rows I want to offset. How many rows I want to offset. And then how many columns. Then number of rows. Then number of columns. That's it. What should I do? Offset a reference cell. Then from that reference point, how many rows I need to offset, how many columns I need to offset, then number of rows, number of columns. So now what I am going to do, I am going to create a dynamic range for this region. So my reference range is, reference cell is, I am taking this as this L1. This is my reference point. Then comma, then how many rows I need to offset. This is region is my heading. So I don't want this region will come in the range, because I don't, this is only heading only. I need only the values. So this region I don't want. That means the cell L1 I don't want. And that is the my reference cell as well. So I need to just offset one row from here to get my first data cell. Okay, first data cell I got. And next is how many columns I need to offset. I am going to create a dynamic range for my region, and I am in the same column only. So I don't want any column to shift. So I am putting here 0. Next is how many number of rows. Here I have how many number of rows? I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I can give 4 here, no issue. But actually this is not the case. I am creating a dynamic range. I don't know how many rows it will come in my database set. It is totally in the runtime only it will come to know how many rows I need to include. So for that, what should I do? I can use a countif function. I am just using a count, not countif, count a function. Count a will count all the items in my range, whether it is number or text. So count a, I am giving this total column. No issue, I can give from column L to L. So count a will return what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because I took the whole column, so including this region, count a will return 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But I don't want this region, so I am just -1, applying -1 here, comma. Now number of columns. How many columns I have? Only one column, so 1. That's it. Okay. Okay. If I am going here, I am just selecting here. Wow, the range is selecting that particular region. Suppose I am adding one more some more region. So if I am checking here my range, now you can see that my dynamic range is accommodating all the entries which I am having. This is the benefit of dynamic range. I am just deleting this data. Okay, this is Asia, Australia, Europe, US. The same dynamic range I can give in this drop down as well. Go to here, right click here, format control, just under instead of this range I can give region. Not an issue. You can see that same thing happen. And in the index formula as well, you can call this index formula as well, you can call the same range, no issue. Instead of this L2 to L5, I am calling region. Region is what? My range name. Go to this name manager. You can see that one name range I have created, that is here. Okay, the first part is over. Using the same technique, I am going to create a dynamic range to get my country. Okay, I am going to create a dynamic range for my country. New, I am typing as, I am giving a name, country, no issue. Or if you want any, I don't want to confuse you, so I am typing RNG country, means just a range. I am giving a range name. And then here again the scope is workbook, no issue. And here I am going to apply the offset function is equal to offset what I need to do. I need to pick the countries corresponding to this Asia, or countries corresponding to the region which I selected in this drop down or combo box. Okay, so I am selecting, taking my reference cell as, again this starting from here, this is my reference range P1. Next is how many rows I want to offset. That means if I am selecting Europe, how many rows I want to offset? 1, 2, from this reference point, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can type 5 here. But if I am selecting Australia, how many cells I need to offset? From this point, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 rows I need to offset, then only I will get. That means I need to make this offset number is dynamic. Offset row number is dynamic. How can I do? I can use match function here. How I can do? I can apply a match function. I am applying. I will show you how. I am applying a match function. I am just entering in this cell equal to match. Match what? My lookup value is what? My region. My selected region. Selected region from where I will get? From this M2 cell I will get. Comma. This where I need to look up? I need to look up in this whole range. No issue. P to P. Okay. Then I need an exact match. 0. Okay. Now it is 2. That means that I have selected Asia. Asia in starting from the second position. If I am selecting Europe, you can see that 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually 6 is the row number, but how many rows I need to offset? From this cell P1, means from this my reference point P1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows I need to offset. So from the number I need to minus 1 here for adjusting that. If I am selecting Asia, now you can see that from my reference point I need to offset 1 column so that I will get starting position of Asia. From this, if I am selecting US, it means that I need to offset 8 rows from my reference point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So my offset, how many rows I need to offset, I got. So again, name manager. Actually, I have cancelled that. Again, I am creating the same. New. My range is RNG country. I am applying the offset formula is equal to offset. My reference point is here, comma. How many rows I need to offset? I need to offset from here, means using the match function. I am typing here MATCH match match. The syntax of match is first is lookup value. What is my lookup value? Lookup value is my selected region. And this lookup value, where I need to look? I need to look in this range, in this column, comma, and I need an exact match, 0. And for adjusting that position, so I am applying a -1 here. I think you understood already, comma. My row offset is over. Next is what? Column offset. How many columns I want to offset? What we are going to do? We are going to find the corresponding countries corresponding to the selected region. So my select reference point is this P1. That is region only, not country. So from this region reference point, I need to offset one column to get corresponding country. So I am offsetting 1 here. Okay. Next is what? How many number of rows? If I am selecting Europe, how many rows I need to select? 3. Means in Europe, I have 3 countries. If I am selecting Australia, only 1 country I have. If I am selecting Australia or Asia, again I have 3 countries. That means this is also dynamically I need to manage. So I can use what? COUNTIF formula. I am applying a COUNTIF formula here. COUNTIF what? COUNTIF the number of regions. Hai? If I am selecting US here, I am just counting how many number of US here. If I am selecting the region Europe, then I need to count how many Europe is here. If I am selecting Asia, I need to count how many Asia in this region portion. So I am counting if this range, and my criteria is what? My region. So number of rows I got from this COUNTIF formula. And then number of columns. How many columns I have? I have only 1 column, because all the countries in this column only. So only 1 column. That's it. Okay. Okay, close. Now I am going to check this RNG country. Wow, US. US is selecting. If I am selecting Europe, then we can see that all the countries in Europe is selecting. I can use, so my dynamic range is working, country range is working. I can use this range directly in my country combo box, drop down, format control. Here I am entering the range RNG country. Okay, and this is cell link. I think you already got why we are using cell link. I'm just choosing this O1. Okay, I'm deleting this. This is just for our just to understand only. Now I am selecting one country, Italy. It is coming 3. France, it is showing. If I am selecting Germany, it is showing 2. I need to, but I don't want this number. I want the corresponding country. So what should I do? I need to apply the index formula is equal to index. From where? Not from this list, from my dynamic range. Dynamic range is what? RNG country, comma, my index number. Index number is the cell link. Now you can see that when I am selecting Asia, all the countries related to Asia will come. If I am selecting Australia, all the countries related to Australia will come. If I am selecting Europe, all the countries related to Italy will come. Europe will come. If I am selecting Italy, okay. But again, if I am going to select US, then you will get a reference error here. Why this is? Because previously I have selected Europe and I have selected Italy. So you can see that in the top, that index number is 3. When I am going to select US, US is having only 1 country. That means that is less than the number of countries in Europe, the previously selected region. So you will get a chance of getting this reference error. In order to avoid that, what should you do? You just apply an if error function. If error is returned, then what should we do? We need to return the last item from this range. Last item means, again I need to apply an index formula, and index formula, my range is RNG country, comma, what is my last item? Count I will return the last item, RNG country. Okay, that means that now you will not get that reference error. Now we can go to Asia. Okay, now you will get the corresponding country. Okay, now next what we are going to do? We are going to populate our output like this. So for doing that, I have now my region and country. Here I will get my selected region, selected country. So if I am selecting my region, Asia, and country here, then I need to get the corresponding products and its sales volume data in this sheet. So for that, next we are going to do some more tricks. Here I am making a key that is equal to my region and country. Okay, now what I am going to do? I am just going to apply a VLOOKUP. If I am applying a simple VLOOKUP function, then I will get only the matching entry is this first record only. I will get this only. In case of US, I will get this entry only. In case of Asia, China, I will get, means I will always get the first match entry only. But I want all the entries. How I can solve this? I can solve this by using, I need to first count how many Asia, India I have, how many US I have, how many Asia, China I have. Like that I need to count. For that I am applying a COUNTIF formula here. Is equal to COUNTIF. Here I need to apply a trick. I am selecting, starting from this point, first this to here. I am just counting how many Asia, India. Okay. COUNTIF this range, comma. I need to count in this range how many Asia, India. I will just select B2. Okay. If I am extending this formula, I am extending this formula. Just okay. Just look at here. If you are looking at here, I am just counting how many Asia, India in this range only. This is wrong. This I don't want. I want to count Asia, India from starting from B1 to the particular range. Then only I will get the correct count. So for that, what I need to do? I need to log the starting cell as B1. So here in this B1, go to the first formula, select this B1. I just put a dollar symbol here or just press F4. I logged the cell. Okay. Now I am extending this formula. I will get the correct result. From Asia, India, how many Asia, India here I have? I have 4 Asia, India from here to here. In this case, in this row, how many US I have? From here to this US, I have 5 US entries. Okay. using this 1 2 3 4 5 we can easily look up in this sheet. So for that I am just making one more key is equal to this Asia India, first Asia India, and okay, enter, and I am extending this range, this Asia India 1, Asia India 2, Asia India 3, like that. Here US 1, US 2, US 3, etc. And here also I can apply the same. I will just enter 1 2 3 4. I am just extending this to up to 50. I know that my data maximum product in one country is not more than 50, so that I just enter 1 to 50. This is a logical decision that I want to choose. Then again I need to match the key. Here what it is, Asia region country 1, region country 2, region country 3, like that I need to make. So I am creating the same keys here as well, is equal to Asia India and this one. Here I need Asia India 1, Asia India 2, Asia India 3, etc. I am extending my formula, but here it is showing wrong. Why? Because I didn't fix this cell. I need to fix this cell A7. So for that I select this A7 in my formula and press A4 or apply dollar symbol. Okay, now I am extending the formula again. Now you can see that it is Asia India 1, Asia India 2, Asia India 3, etc. And now what I want to do, I want to look up this. Actually I have already selected my region and country, so I don't want this again. I want my product, sales, volume. I need 3 entries. So just we look up what this key, from this range. This is my key, and from here I need to choose comma. Product is 1 2 3 4 5 6. 6 entry is my product, and I need exact match. So I got my product vegetable. Asia India first product is vegetable. So I am extending this. And copy paste there. Next I need what? Next I need product. Next I need sales and then volume. But here you can see that again. Here my reference change. Here it is C8. C8 means the key from the range A to I. Here also I need to look the same key. I don't want change this to D8, because if I am editing this formula, then I can see that I am looking for vegetable. This I don't want. I want the second item. The second I want to retrieve corresponding sales for the particular same key. So I don't want to move the key. So I need to apply again a lock here. In this case, what I want to do, I want to lock my column only, because if I am locking my row and copy paste the same formula to here, then suppose if I am applying locking both column and row, then what should I get? If I am extending my formula from here to here, what I should get? I will get only vegetable, because why? I have fixed this C8 as fixed range. I don't want this So I want to fix my column only, but my row number I need to move. So I am removing this lock from here, and same apply. I need to, but in the data range is what? Data range is A to I. A to I or A to H, no problem. No issue, or A to H. I don't want to move this range, so I can log this A to H. Just to select this, type F4, then sorry, here I need to A to H, either put to dollar symbol or press F4. Vegetable. Okay, and I am copying this formula from here to here. I am getting vegetable only. Next, what I want? Next is sales. Next is volume. So here I need to change the index number, this 6 to 7. Here I am selecting, editing this 6 to 8. Okay, I got vegetable 1687. Now my value is right only. I am extending this formula as well. Okay, now you can see that if I am selecting my changing the region, the value also change, or selecting, suppose if I am selecting Europe, then I am changing the country, then the value changes. But I don't want this error, so just here apply if error, comma blank. Here also if error, comma blank. Here also if error, comma blank. Okay, now I am getting my corresponding data from the data sheet. I am just hiding this, and before that I am just moving this to here, region, and I am hiding my keys. Okay, this is fine. Now what I want to do? I want to give border. Border is how? Suppose if I am giving border, applying border from here, what will happen? For Europe, France, it is okay. Europe, Germany, it is having more entry. We have one item left without this border. If I am selecting Italy, I have only 2 products, but 2 extra border I have. I don't want this, so I want to apply conditional formatting here. So next is we are going to give conditional formatting. For that, what we want to do, we need to select this, go to this home tab, then conditional formatting, either select a new rule or manage rule, both are same, little bit difference, but okay. Select this new rule, select use formula to determine which cells to format. I am selecting this. Okay, and then it is expecting a formula to apply a particular condition. If we now what we are going to do here, we are entering a conditional formula, conditional expression. Conditional expression means always it will return either true or false. If it is true, it will apply the format. If it is false, it will do nothing. So I am giving the formula. What I want to do, if the data in the particular cell is not blank, then I want to apply border. So I am typing is equal to if the particular cell, this C7, D8. Now you need to just look at here. This D8 is logged. I am not changing now. I will explain this later. D8, if D8 not equal to blank, comma, what? Return true, either return false. Actually this if function I don't want. I want only this much only. D8 not equal blank, but for your understanding I am typing this. If D8 not equal to true, not equal to blank, then return true, otherwise false. That means if a entry is present, then return true and apply the formatting, otherwise return false. Now I have already entered my formula. Now I need to choose which format I need to give. Go to this format. Go to I want to border it. Give a border. Go to this border section. Select my border. Okay. Then click OK. Now you can see that this is having border. But only one cell I have selected, that's why it is showing border in a single cell. So I want to extend this conditional formatting. For that, go to this cell, and go to manage rule, edit this up. There is a section applies to. You can see the conditional format which I have already given. So here in this applies to section, now only D8 is selected. Here I am selecting my entire range. So I am selecting from D8 to my I know that my data is having only maximum 50 entries only. So an average that is logical only. I am selecting from here to here, no issue. Then apply OK. Now what you are seeing in all the cells, it is showing the border. So there is something wrong in my formula. So again go to conditional formula. In my conditional formula, so go to manage rule, again select my existing rule, then click on this edit rule, go to here I have logged the cell D8. That means if D8 is not blank, return true. This is true always because already there is an entry always in D8. But I want to remove this dollar symbol here. This means that if we are in the row E, in the cell E18, if there is an entry in that cell, just give border. That's it. Then apply. OK. Apply. Now you can see that here the corresponding wherever data is present, in that cell only border is present. If I am changing my selection again, Asia, China, now you can see that it is extending. If I am selecting US, the border is extending. If I am selecting Australia and selective, Australia is having only 2 products, so it is my border also change. This is the beauty of conditional formatting. If you want to apply a particular color here, you can give that using conditional formatting. I am just checking that if the values, if my sales is more than 30, then please give color here in this cell, in this column. So how we can do? Again select the particular cell, starting cell, then go to conditional format. I have one rule already, so I can use manage rule. Anyway, you can choose manage rule, that is better. Go to manage rule. This is for my border. For my color, I am going to create one more conditional formatting. Just to click on this new rule, use formula, is equal to, you can apply something from here as well, but this is now I am trying to explain you conditional formatting based on formula. Equal to I need to check the value is greater than 30. I am checking if my value, if I am selecting, you can see that it is logged, means E8 is always fixed, but I don't want that, but I want the same column only, because I am applying conditional formatting for this column only. So I don't want to remove the locking from this column, but I want to remove the locking from the row. Means here I need to choose E9, here I need to choose E10, etc., like that. If E8 greater than, my condition is if E8 greater than 30, return true, else false. If it is false, no formatting will apply. If it is true, the corresponding format will apply. What I need to do, I need to apply color. Here go to format, fill, some color, some red color I am choosing. Okay. Then okay. In this step I can extend, this applies to section here as well. I can extend my range. I am selecting here, from here to, again the same, I know that from here to here maximum row size will not be greater than this 55. Apply. Okay. Oh, why? Because I need to check one more condition. If 33 is okay, because this is greater than 30, but here it is blank. Excel it is returning this as greater, maybe its ASCII value is more than 30, that's why it is here as well, it is, this condition is true. So for to avoid that, I am putting one more condition here. Go to manage rule, select this edit rule. Here in this I am checking two conditions. So I am applying one AND function here, and I need to check two conditions, whether this is greater than 30 and the corresponding particular cell. I am removing the row locking, and this particular cell not equal to blank. Then also, then only the format function, means the color will apply. Okay, now if I am manually, or if I am selecting Europe, then you can see that Europe, this wherever be the value greater than in this column more than 30, then the format will apply. If I am selecting Asia, now here also the conditional format is working. Thank you. If you have